You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Mortgage Group. I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari. And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN.
Where you're always in the game.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to IndianaSRN's presentation of Indiana High School girls basketball on IndianaSRN in conjunction with the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Morales Group. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Burtner Electric, your licensed and experienced electrician serving Central Indiana. IUPUI Sports Management, a lifetime of sport with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 solution. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's contest for girls basketball in the association. Of Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles at 6-3 on the year. As they head to Covenant Christian, take on the 4-3 Warriors. Hi again, everyone. Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester. So please, you've chosen to spend part of your Saturday evening with us here on IndianaSRN. And John, as we examine both these teams and we get a look at the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles huddle, for both of these clubs, it's been a different set of circumstances to go over the last couple of weeks. First, for the visiting Golden Eagles, they've been able to put together a nice stretch, winning 3 of their last 4 ball games and are really starting to get into a groove at this kind of first leg completion of the season.
Yeah, you're a third of the way through the season, and Guerin Catholic last night held Yorktown to 25 points, so a phenomenal defensive performance for them last night. Covenant Christian coming off that tough 2-point loss to Cardinal Ritter, but 6 and both teams winning records through the first third of the season. I won't say they're confident or they're like where they're at, but you're a lot better with a winning record at this point than you are obviously at the other end.
When you look at that Covenant Christian team, and you mentioned that they did have the tough loss just a few nights ago against Cardinal Ritter, but the month of November had been pretty kind to them to open things. They had a 3-game winning streak across that stretch with wins over Beech Grove, Traders Point, and Sheridan. That Sheridan win coming on the road as well as the Beech Grove win coming on the road as well. But since then, losers of 2 of the last 3, and you mentioned that Cardinal Ritter game specifically, the most recent contest, a tight loss suffered there.
Yeah, a tough loss there, and they want to quickly bounce back to try to get that sour taste from that loss on their mouth and take it up against a tough Guerin Catholic team here tonight.
It'll be the Golden Eagles in the black jerseys, purple numerals and lettering, and the gold trim. Covenant Christian Warriors in the white jerseys, green numerals and lettering, and the black trim. Ball is tapped, in the air, controlled by the Golden Eagles, and we're underway from Covenant Christian.
Looks like his own defense early on for Covenant.
See how the Golden Eagles respond to that. They feed it in the corner. Katie Koger, give it to the left side. Corner look, they won't take that three-pointer. As a team, shooting just 21% from beyond the arc. They'll feed inside, and the zone collapsed immediately to that. Great defense to open this first possession by Covenant Christian. Around the horn, left side, three in the air, three off the mark, and the rebound won and taken by the Warriors. Mia Gamble brings it up after securing the board. Dan Neats, head coach of these Covenant Christian Warriors. Second year at the school, 14-6 is his all-time record, Covenant Christian. Drive baseline, nice pass inside, but it's stolen away. Then we're going to get a kicked ball and keep it on this end.
Yeah, that and Guerin Catholic's going to be a team that subs a lot. They've got 6 players that average over 10 minutes a game, so you're going to see a lot of subs in and out of the game for Guerin Catholic tonight.
Madeline Freeth set to inbound. They force a bounce pass inside. Off the mark, second chance will go. Basket is good by Ella Crane. Came in averaging about 12 for the Warriors, and Covenant Christian draws first blood.
Nice look there, getting that offensive put back and getting your 2-point basket there to open the scoring.
Koger, they work it around the horn. Over in the corner. So defense very aggressive early on by the Warriors. It leads to another turnover. They almost lose it themselves and will reset things as Avery Reichart, the freshman, brings it up.
Important for Covenant Christian to get off to that quick start against Guerin, not to have to dig themselves out of a hole again like they have been doing the last 4 games.
It's a great point. Particularly at home, you'd like to get a good start early. Nice little Euro in the lane, but the shot was wild and the rebound controlled by the Golden Eagles. Both teams presenting a zone look in this opening quarter.
Looks like a little bit of a size disadvantage for Covenant Christian tonight, especially inside.
Doesn't surprise many when you look at that, John. I mean, it typically is the case the higher you go up in classes, though it should be noted that that discrepancy a little bit less from 2A to 3A than it's, say, 3 to 4 and so on and so forth.
Right.
Shot is missed, rebound won by the Warriors. Paladin's having some technical difficulties on hand with the audio specifically. So broadcast only with myself and John as that pass is turned away.
Guerin Catholic changed up the defense there, got Covenant Christian off guard there.
The Golden Eagles will bring it up. Only basket of the game by Ella Crane. Just a few moments ago as each offense trying to solve the counterpart's zone defensive look. Weitzel to the Koger. Continue to work it around. And great movement and patience as well as communication here, John, from the Warriors with their zone.
Yeah.
Pass left side, 3 in the air. That won't drop. Golden Eagles still searching for their first basket of this game and a jump ball tie-up. Arrow will send it to Covenant Christian. Another great defensive stand by the Warriors.
Guerin Catholic looks very, very uncomfortable with that defense Covenant Christian's putting out so far.
Going to extend this zone look, a little full court pressure being applied. They're going to move it up quickly, utilizing the weave. Hoffman operating left side, trying to avoid that trap. Not a lot of movement on this possession by the Warriors.
Yeah, slow going here offensively.
Pass in the corner, Reichert for 3. Missed it long. Here come the Golden Eagles.
Kind of hard to see those purple numbers on those black jerseys here.
Yeah, that is tradition. Guaranteed a coin flip when you're on a high school game that you might have the numerals that don't contrast the best. Another rebound won, this time by the Warriors, and they'll call it, I believe, a jump ball tie-up unless they go to the baseline official.
Guerin Catholic 0 for 6 from the floor.
It is a jump ball tie-up. That's not the start that the Eagles wanted coming in. Coach Mark Correnta hoping for better shooting from his group. As a team, they shoot about 39%, so there's going to be a foul on the floor, I believe.
We get Reichert there, number
10?
I
believe that is going to be Reichert. That'll be her first. First on the team. It'll be just a baseline out of bounds. Golden Eagles still searching for that first point nearly halfway through. Nice bounce feed.
Inbound.
Can't turn it home. But Katie Koger will go to the line.
Nice look there, drawing 2 free throws.
Got to be assertive when the opportunity presents itself, and on the out-of-bounds play, it's a simple cut back to the basket. Koger misses the first free throw. 58% shooting squad are these Golden Eagles. 6-3 campaign. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Second free throw won't go, and still scoreless is Guerin Catholic. Reichert.
Both teams kind of settling in on offense here right now. Still trying to settle in the first 4 minutes.
Hoffman trying to get out of that trap. She does. They feed it back over to her. Gamble. Around a screen.
Tight zone again.
Hoffman, nice crossover. Tries the high post. It's turned over.
Got them for 4 turnovers.
Stolen away by Hartley. Koger. Trying to work it in the corner. Extra pass works. More movement around the horn.
Three
in the air is good. First basket of the ball game. Knocked down, and the Golden Eagles have their first lead with it as well. It's 3-2.
Looked like a little bit of press shown there by Guerin.
Yeah, they extended a little bit a couple possessions ago, and then have used it interchangeably ever since. Almost leads to a turnover.
These zone defenses are creating a problem. That's leading to the slow offense.
It's been a problem for both teams, so give credit to both coaching staffs in the design of this defensive look.
Left open look there.
Wouldn't go.
A little long.
Second chance opportunity for Covenant Christian. Reichert on baseline. She's smothered, and they turn it back to Guerin Catholic. Golden Eagles zone defense continuing to create problems. We have a defensive battle from both sides.
Yeah, it looks like 7 combined turnovers in the early going.
Again, ideally, that's what you like on your defensive side.
Yeah.
But you want to also go ahead and then be able to convert those into points, and that's just been both teams getting back into their defensive looks quickly.
Yeah, and it's obviously, as you see, it's creating problems on the offensive end. But, yeah, great defense both ends so far.
Full court pressure applied. Gamble skips it ahead, and they break through and turn it over. Just a tad bit off the hands of Crane. Couldn't secure it. 2:20 to go here in the first.
Like they went more of a man-to-man. Well, they're back to zone again, but it looked like and another turnover.
Nearly
close.
Taken by the Golden Eagles. Try to go baseline in the post. It's not there for Koger. Right side, 3 in the air.
Open
3
look,
through the bottom of the net. It's knocked down by Katie Koger. And it's a 6-2 lead for Guerin Catholic. Another turnover by the Warriors. They've done a good job on the initial break, John, of that pressure, but it's that second wave trying to force it to the basket that's led to problems.
Yeah, having trouble getting it. And that Guerin Catholic defense, and they've got a foul? Nope.
Just another turnover this time by the Golden Eagles.
It's 5 turnovers apiece. See if we see some press again here for Guerin Catholic.
Yeah, they'll extend it once again. They've liked the results they've gotten. Turnovers in back-to-back possessions. Try to work it up the floor. This time not as aggressive. They got to get it across. And they just barely do. Last touch by Guerin Catholic, so it'll stay on this end, side out of bounds for Covenant Christian. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Morales Group. We can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate for your company. But we do so much more than that. Let us help you today. Contact the Morales Group at 317-472-7600. 6-2 your score. Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester at Covenant Christian. Warriors trying to get their first score in over 6 minutes. Less than 1 minute to go here in the first. Elbow jumper, that's short. Crane had a good look but couldn't put it away. Fast break, Golden Eagles. Good ball movement. Koger in the corner for 3. That's an air ball. Second chance. Won't drop either. And Crane clears.
It's 5 rebounds for her in the quarter.
Ella doing a great job in that department. A big part. Both ends of the floor for the Warriors. Left side, 3 off the back iron. Longoria tried to get the board. It falls instead to Crane. Shot won't fall. Golden Eagles look to push. 15 seconds to go. Good cut. Aggressive drive. Layup will not fall. Final 5 seconds of the quarter. Crane with 4. Crane over to Gamble. Force feed inside, and that will end our first quarter of play. A defensive battle on both sides. The Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic on top of Covenant Christian 6-2. Back in a moment on IndianaSRN.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Covenant Christian High School. Andrew Smith Court, Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester. Start of the second quarter about to get underway. The defense has been stout on both sides, John. Zone defensive looks by both the Warriors and the Golden Eagles. Guerin Catholic employing a little bit of full court pressure as well. They get a 6-0 run to close that second quarter. Very low scoring second quarter. They lead 6-2.
Yeah, and you have to, like Guerin Catholic, I mean, this is now the last 5 quarters. They've allowed a total of 27 points, so the coach has got to be very, very pleased with his team's defense right now.
The only area that you'd like to see more from, and give credit to the Covenant Christian defense getting back into their zone look, is despite those turnovers they've forced, and you could make the same claim for Covenant Christian as well, they haven't been able to generate a ton of points off those turnovers yet.
Yeah, haven't been able to gel the offense. You figure the shooting's going to turn around here. You don't figure the shooting's going to, but we'll see what happens as they get more acquainted with the other defense. They can see if they can settle in their offense here.
Both teams leave their huddles after the end of that first quarter. It'll be Guerin Catholic basketball to open quarter number 2. Both teams hoping for a little bit more fluidness on offense. Skip pass, right side. Weitzel trying to work in the post. Passes in the corner. 3 in the air. Won't fall. Battling for the rebound, though, to the Golden Eagles. It'll be a jump ball tie-up, and the arrow will favor Covenant Christian. So good defensive stop to open the second quarter for the Warriors. Now look to add some more points.
Not seeing as much subbing as you usually do with Guerin Catholic, as the way they like to sub in and out.
They've been comfortable letting this group roll as it stands. The Warriors still looking for their first basket in nearly 8 minutes of game time, and they'll turn it right back over.
7 turnovers. You can't be happy with that if you're the Covenant Christian.
No, not a good pace. Another aspect of pacing, and again, I always like to look at this when you have a defensive battle like we have going on right now. The Golden Eagles average 43 points a game, and the Warriors average 36. Again, this is 7-game sample size and a 9-game sample size for those two programs. So it's enough of a body of work to know they're capable of scoring the basketball, and they haven't been just elite defenses either. This has been a combination of struggles on offense accompanied with some solid defense as well, but none of their offense really in a good rhythm so far.
No, they're having trouble getting it going right now, and like I said before, you figure the shooting's going to turn around here as the game progresses.
Left side 3 is in the air, won't drop. Second chance, that's good. And it makes it a 8-0 run for the Golden Eagles.
It's been over a quarter left since Covenant Christian scored. I think they scored like 45 seconds in the game.
They're trying to find that first basket of the quarter and second basket of the game. Additionally to that, John, there haven't been a ton of attempts either.
Right.
3 in the air. Iron unkind. Board for the Golden Eagles. Pass in the corner. Hesitation. Fernandez skips, left side, 3 is in the air. It's short.
Nice hustle there.
Here come the Warriors. Another turnover.
Unforced there. Tried to do too much there and get it in.
Golden Eagles looking for an opening. Shot up
nice
and in.
Look there.
Good baseline takes, makes it 10-2 in favor of Guerin Catholic.
A 10-0 spurt now, right?
Yeah, and the Warriors still looking for that second basket of the ball game.
Looks like Guerin Catholic's doing nothing more man-to-man now. There's a nice look for 3. Nope.
Still won't drop.
I think there's a lid on that basket.
They might get a second chance at it there. They will not. It'll be Golden Eagles basketball.
Kind of more of a man-to-man this trip for Covenant.
Yeah, that one is more of a traditional look.
And it forced a turnover.
Which is a little bit surprising to make that change considering how effective the zone has been, but same result, the offense of Guerin Catholic.
Yeah.
Even though they have that 8-point advantage, still not getting anything with ease.
Yeah, right. And shaking up that defense, I think caught Guerin off guard a little bit, forced their 6th turnover. Now we're seeing some subs in the game now.
Warriors feed it inside. That shot is short. Working around the horn.
Nice pass.
It's a beautiful find and an entry and a finish. Makes it 12-2.
A timeout. Yeah.
And a timeout taken by Covenant Christian. Full timeout will take one as well. 4:28 left here in the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Golden Eagles.
the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian, Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester. 12-2 the score. It's a 10-point advantage for the Golden Eagles and a 12-0 run dating back to the first quarter. The defense has been the story, John, but slowly but surely the Golden Eagles starting to impose their will on this ballgame.
Yes, and Covenant Christian, it's been almost 10 minutes since they've scored there, and 8 turnovers haven't helped the cause, but I think you can credit the Guerin Catholic defense for forcing a lot of those turnovers.
Warriors will bring it up. Again, still searching for their second basket. Ella Crane got that about a minute and a half, 2 minutes into this ball game. Since then, nada. Around a screen. Try to use a little pick and roll and find Crane. They could not.
Again, nothing inside for Covenant Christian. That size disadvantage.
They haven't tried to attack the middle of the zone look either. There's a feed to Crane, but just out of her arms. Golden Eagles looking to push.
Covenant mixing up the defense again.
Trying to confuse them, keep the Golden Eagles honest, make them work. Nearly got the turnover there. Nice move by Koger. Unselfish, baseline, in and out. And a big-time rebound from Ella Crane. She'll push it ahead. Hoffman didn't have the angle. That pass is in traffic and another turnover. And a foul as well to compound the mistake. Crane, I believe, will get the personal there.
Mm-hmm. Been a pretty clean game with fouls. That's only the third foul the whole half.
Yeah, and again, that goes, I guess, further to the defense as well, but the offense unable to try to initiate any contact as well, trying to find that rhythm.
Yeah, and when the offense is getting going, they're just kind of settling for the outside shot. And
Sharp turns it over. 5 minutes into this second quarter. It's a 12-2 advantage for the Golden Eagles at Guerin Catholic. Gamble. Picked up her dribble. In a lot of trouble. Crane comes and gets it. Crane. Feed from Hoffman. Skip it back. Now to Hoffman in the corner. Hoffman, a wild shot goes down, and that ends the scoring run, and she'll go to the charity stripe. Chance for a three-point play. A wild shot thrown up there from Julia Hoffman, but the freshman gets a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Maybe that'll be a shot right there that'll get Covenant Christian going here offensively. Yeah. Impressive shot there by Julia Hoffman.
The defender all draped over. About a 50% free throw shooting team on the year, and the free throw's no good there. But that does end the 12-0 run.
And with Covenant Christian, you look at this, they're only down 8. I mean, you'd think that they would be down about 15 points in this game. They're only down, they're right in this ballgame.
Yeah, still got chances, just need a stop. That might be a jump ball tie-up again. Indeed it is. Arrow, I believe, will keep it on this end. It will, with 2:07 to play here in the half.
We've had a few of those this half, too.
Quick pass inside. Bounce feed, almost turned over. Fernandez able to hang on.
Kind of surprised to see Guerin Catholic not going inside more than they are.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned it earlier, John. They have some size advantages. Yeah. Crane nearly got the steal. They'll call a foul on her, though. I believe that'll be her second.
That's 2, yeah. Tough break there, trying to make a play, and instead getting your second foul.
Only 3 left to play with there for Crane. Be interesting to see if they trust the junior. Quick shot, it's good. Knocked down and made to make this a 14-4 game.
Looks like Covenant Christian's looking to try to settle on the outside here with that size disadvantage.
Reichert, Crane, a screen. They tried to find her on the pick and roll, but could not. Suffocating defense, and now to lead to a run out. Golden Eagles to the races and a foul. That'll be against Julia Hoffman.
They call that a shooting foul, I believe.
I think it's going to be on the floor. The Golden Eagles want it to be in the act, but it's going to be on the floor. They go in the top of the key to get it. Bueller, left side. 3's in the air. Banked it in.
Banks are open late on Saturdays, apparently.
Triple baked in for Megan Cobb. And it's ballooned to a 13-point advantage, just like that.
And try to go inside there and get a foul there.
A 5-0 run by the Golden Eagles. As John mentioned, though, we will have free throws after some contact initiated there by Hoffman. Short. I'll have one more. Warriors not doing themselves any favors so far at the charity stripe.
Yeah, teams have combined 0 for 4 at the line so far.
Katie Koger come back in for the Golden Eagles. Haley Bueller takes a seat. Free throw off the mark. Crane couldn't get the rebound. See how deliberate the Golden Eagles are here. The passing has started to become more crisp, attacking the middle of that zone, John.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get a nice little look there. Couldn't get it, but yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't try to use more clock there at the end of the half.
Yeah, no shot clock in high school basketball. But another turnover has been the major bugaboo for the Warriors in this first half.
I have a feeling Guerin's going to be very, very patient here with 30 seconds left in the half.
At this point, you might as well. You don't need a double dip, and your defense has been solid. Koger. Skip pass. Left side,
Open
threes
look.
in the air. Won't go.
I get another shot here with 14 seconds.
Unless you get a good look out of this inbounds, I would anticipate them holding for one.
Yeah.
Let's see. They'll skip it with 12.
Yeah, very, very patient.
Feed inside with 5. Left side. Koger for 3. Off the mark.
Oh, they got
another look at it. Fernandez. Bank not open that time. That'll end the first half of play. So the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic, they close on a 5-0 run. Take a 17-4 advantage into the locker room. Kind of a defensive effort in that first quarter. The Golden Eagles, as we kind of expected, able to break through offensively in quarter number 2. No such luck for Covenant Christian in that second frame.
Yeah, Covenant Christian has absolutely no answer whatsoever for this Guerin defense. A phenomenal defensive effort in the first half, and they got some things they're going to try to work on here at halftime, try to get back in this ballgame.
We'll step away. When we come back, we will have some more on the first half of play, as well as the start of the third quarter. Guerin Catholic on top of Covenant Christian, 17-4. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, or audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester here at Covenant Christian. Halftime of this girls' varsity contest. The Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic lead the host Covenant Christian Warriors 17-14. John, when you look at the first half as a whole, what was the biggest difference maker for you on either side of the floor?
Well, obviously the defense for Guerin Catholic is the big story of this game, holding Covenant Christian to 2 field goals in that first half, and Covenant Christian's had no answer for that defense. But if you're Covenant Christian, you look at it, okay, if you could get a couple more of these shots to fall and not turn over so much, you can get yourself back in this ball game because, 13 point, that's, just a few 4 3-pointer, you're back in this ball game. So it's important for Covenant Christian to try and find a way somehow to solve that Guerin Catholic defense.
For the Warriors, and more to the credit, as you mentioned, of the Guerin Catholic defense, the only struggles they really had offensively, they've had 3 instances of it, 24 points and a tough loss across the board to Cathedral to open the season. Then you got to go to their second contest, scored 29 points against Beech Grove, but that was a win. They held the Hornets to 25 points. And then back last month on November 20th, a 55-29 loss. So again, under 30 in that contest as well. 1-2 this season when held under 30 points. And this might be, again, I'm not want to fully close the lid on Covenant Christian, but the way Guerin Catholic is holding them defensively, we're looking at an 8-point day. That's not
that's
ideal.
not going to win you any ball games, that's for sure, yeah. And but if you're Guerin Catholic as well, you've turned it over a few times too. So their offense hasn't exactly been, I want to say not stellar. That's the wrong word, but it hasn't been. So Guerin Catholic, they've committed a few turnovers, but man, that defense, I am very, very impressed. I can't say enough about that defense for Guerin Catholic.
On the Covenant Christian offensive side, has the lack of movement been the biggest thing for you? I mean, the turnovers as well, but a combination of the two, one more so than the other?
Yes, and like I've said 2 or 3 times, I think that size is creating a problem. Covenant Christian attempted to go inside a couple times, and then they saw how the size disadvantage. So I think it's just rattling them to what do we do here? If we go inside, we're at size disadvantage. We're not getting any outside shots. So I think they're just they just have to just keep trying different things and hopefully finding something that'll work.
It looked like for the Golden Eagles, from their offensive standpoint, and why I bring that up about more movement for Covenant Christian is that they started to move a lot more, whether it was cutting without the basketball, whether it was quick, crisp passes, and that really opened things up for them offensively in quarter number 2.
And Covenant Christian was trying to change defenses there in the first quarter, and it looks like Guerin Catholic in that second quarter kind of has their defense solved here. So I think this first 4 minutes of the third quarter is going to be a deciding factor as to where Covenant Christian they can get back in this ballgame.
We're going to step away. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter, as well as some more thoughts and keys to the second half. Guerin Catholic 17, Covenant Christian 4. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here. Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service. You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here. Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service. You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need starts here. Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Covenant Christian High School. Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester. A 13-point advantage at the intermission for Guerin Catholic as both teams head back to the floor to get their warm-ups up before the start of half number 2. John, what adjustments do you need to see from both sides?
I'm going to be anxious to see what Covenant Christian does on the defensive side if they try and throw a little bit of press in there to try to throw Guerin Catholic off guard there in a little bit. And Guerin Catholic, continue what you did there in the second quarter. You seem to solve Covenant Christian defense, even though Covenant Christian tried to change it up a little bit defensively. I think if you can just attack that defense once again, and like I said, I think this first half of this third quarter is going to be a deciding factor for Covenant Christian if they can get back in this ballgame.
We're going to step away. When we come back, we will have the start of the third quarter. Again, Guerin Catholic on top by 13 on IndianaSRN.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Jimmy Cook and John Lester back here at Covenant Christian for the start of the second half, a longer halftime for Covenant Christian anyway. They must have had a good productive meeting and a talk because they didn't come out to warm up. They're just going to go straight for the start of half number 2. And, you would expect, regardless of the level of play, you're going to want to have a bit of a longer talk when you're only able to put up 4 points over the course of those 2 quarters, John.
Yeah, to have them talk about offense, what can we do to get things going here, and we'll see if, because Covenant Christian going to get the ball here first, start the second half.
You hope that it leads some instant offense. Scoring leaders, Catherine Loso with 8 points for the Golden Eagles, all coming in that second quarter. Meanwhile, Hoffman and Crane scored the only baskets for the Warriors in that first half. And a foul is going to be called.
12.
It'll go against Catherine Loso.
It's like Covenant Christian, even though it looks like they're going a little bit more aggressively on offense here, trying to get some more ball movement.
You would hope to see a tad more across the board, not just the point totals, but in general just the offensive fundamentals and mechanics. Right side, 3 is in the air. It's long, but a good look that time for Avery Reichert. And that's a look that you didn't see in the first half.
Yeah, got a good look there. Unfortunately, it didn't fall for her, but yeah, much better. One of the most better shots they've had in this game so far, one of the more open looks.
Golden Eagles quickly up the other way. A drive by Koger. She's fouled. And we'll head to the charity stripe.
Got number 2, I believe.
That'll be Freeth.
Neither team's made a free throw tonight. Let's see if that changes. No?
Will not change there. Despite your ask, it will not. No, request denied, John. One more upcoming.
And
that's short as well.
It's one of those things I was talking about in the game last week. In practice, you're probably making 80, 90% of your free throws, and then it's just one of them things once you get to a game.
It's kind of been the story all season for both these teams. They're both sub 60% free throw shooting clubs. Warriors right at 50%. Golden Eagles right at 58%. Trying to throw it off the leg, and it's a turnover.
Great pressure there by Guerin Catholic, forcing another turnover.
Still no points in this third quarter, minute 10 into it. Baseline will not fall for Loso, excuse me. Bounce feed inside this time. Another look for Loso. She's trying to battle away with it, and I think we're going to get a foul against Mia Gamble, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like Mia Gamble got called for that.
Mia Gamble's second.
We've already seen almost as many fouls in the first minute and a half of the quarters we saw all first half.
Yep. And that's where this game can really kind of slow down for the worst, is if you're going to see, because the defense was clean on both sides, but if that starts to collapse and falter.
And you wonder if Covenant Christian's being a little bit more aggressive defensively here, too.
Trying to force the issue.
Good defensive play there, knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, for the first stretch of that first half, not just the first quarter, but extended into the first couple minutes of the second quarter, Covenant Christian defense was still something you can hang your hat on, but just slowly but surely the Golden Eagles chipped away.
Yeah, and there's an open three look there.
Knocked down by Hannah Weitzel, her second three-pointer of the ball game. She's got 6. The lead now sits at 16, 20-14.
Yeah, great look there, finding the open three for Weitzel.
A timeout taken by Covenant Christian. Tonight's game is brought to you by IHSAA Official. To become an IHSAA official, contact the IHSAA office. Get involved with the men and women behind the stripes. It's a great way to stay in shape and make some extra money. Be a part of the game. Go to ihsaa.org/officials. Also want to remind you, we have a second Indiana SRN. Unlike most broadcasting companies, their funding comes primarily from donations and school subscriptions. Help us put more kids on TV by clicking on our donation button on our webpage at IndianaSRN.org or send an email to coach@IndianaSRN.org. Look inside the Covenant Christian huddle. And, John, I don't want to say it's necessarily gone from bad to worse, but it's gone to bad to, again, still not so great for Covenant Christian. Looking for offense, and Guerin Catholic still able to find their offensive presence almost at will to this point.
Yeah, unable to get the offense going for Covenant. But like I said, I was saying a little while ago, offensively and defensively, it looks like Covenant Christian's being a little bit more aggressive here in the second half against Guerin Catholic.
And, again, that can be good if your result is more turnovers forced and more offensive firepower developed. If it's the other way and it's just more fouls committed, even if the Golden Eagles aren't a great free throw shooting team, you're going to give them more opportunities to add to this league.
Right, yeah. And then the line eventually they're going to go.
Freeth. They work it to Hoffman. Reichert lost it. Back to Hoffman. She had a clean look, didn't shoot. Went baseline instead. Rolled off.
Surprised she passed up that three-point look there.
And a turnover by the Golden Eagles. And that time it wasn't necessarily anything from the Covenant Christian defense as much, just looked like the pass got away from her.
Yeah, just a bad pass there. That's the one thing for Guerin Catholic. That's 9 turnovers. And you can credit the Covenant Christian defense a little bit for that. That's
like we said, they've had their moments defensively where they've been just as sharp as the Golden Eagles. Freeth. Left side. This time it will be a 3 for Hoffman. Back iron. Rebound Crane. Had it stripped. Then tried to bounce it around. She does somehow.
Save. That is 10 rebounds for Crane in the game.
They're going to give one more look here. Hoffman. Not that time.
And it's it's just one of them games shooting. I mean, you're going to have them from time to time, and it's just one of them games tonight for Covenant Christian.
Bueller bounced it to the left side. Zone look still present from Covenant Christian. Nice move from Thompson. Baseline, no. Second chance. Loso couldn't get it to go. They will not get a third bite at the apple.
Crane again.
Been a great bright spot on the boards for Covenant Christian tonight, as she has been all season.
Again, mixing up that defense, though. Covenant Christian
They're just not able to get in any rhythm. Yeah. We'll say they've had better looks, and a foul is going to be called against Loso.
Yeah. That's a tough foul there, trying to go after the steal and just got a little too aggressive there. It's her second. And a little bit of pressure on the inbounder here, too. But they
try to get it in, and they turn it over. Looked for Gamble, but the pass was tough there in the corner. And the Golden Eagles take over. The stifling Golden Eagles defense continuing to cause problems for Covenant Christian. Thompson lost at baseline, and the team's back to what we saw in that first quarter, John, just exchanging turnovers left and right.
Yeah, I think she just lost the handle there. 10th turnover for Covenant Christian, or for Guerin Catholic, rather, excuse me. I tell you what, if the Guerin Catholic defense, the way they've looked if that continues throughout the year, they're going to be a tough out when we get to postseason play.
Yeah, the way they play, it is physical. It is a strong defensive effort. But again, to your point, in order to be the complete puzzle, as that three-pointer is short by Freeth, the offense has to be there. And for the most part this year, there's been enough to get you by, to get you wins, 4-3 on the season. But tonight, you're playing up a class in terms of Class 3A opponent. They've done that a handful of times already this year to varying degrees of success. But tonight, the Golden Eagles is a great game plan so far. Halfway gone in this third quarter, more than halfway, I should say. On the deck is Crane. In a world of trouble, founds Reichert.
And I think you mentioned earlier at halftime where they've had about 3 or 4 games where they've scored under 30 points this year.
1 and 2 in those games.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way somehow offensively because your defense can be, but if you don't score, it's not going to win very many games, obviously.
Gamble for 3, no. And Crane unable to secure the rebound, but they'll say it was last touched by Guerin Catholic.
They are getting the more looks, and they're going for the three-point looks this half because it's about getting the outside shots there, just not falling, unfortunately.
They find inside. Hoffman. Now Reichert. They have at least a body in the middle of the zone this time.
Yeah.
Some more movement. Unable to find Crane, though. That initial pressure. At this point, I'm not saying to turn the basketball over, but you got to force that pass in there in a way, at least to make the Golden Eagles try to change tact.
Yeah, because Guerin Catholic's pretty much been settling on that 2-3 defense here for the last. And there's a nice look.
Gamble the layup. Finally forced the issue.
Got through the defense there.
Stops the 8-0 run. A pass inside, though, and the defense didn't get back.
Got to get back.
That's Loso again. She now has 10. 8 of which came in the second quarter. Averages 14 a game for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, got a great look there. Unfortunately, he went for that press, and he had the open player on the other end.
A long 2, no. Under 2 minutes now in this third quarter.
Now going with a double team.
In trouble. Good cut. Better contact, though. Left side, Fernandez can't get the triple. And the Warriors able to secure the rebound. Just over 90 seconds left in the quarter. They go quickly. Hoffman pressured by Fernandez, and let's see, was it tipped? I believe it was. It'll stay on this end. Some subs now for the Golden Eagles. They look to get some rest. Some of their key pieces.
But again, that stifling Guerin Catholic defense just creating so many problems for Covenant Christian offensively.
A pass was deflected, went to the backcourt. Warriors have it. Pass, right side, 3. Gamble, no. Crane, walking a tightrope. Give it to Gamble again. She'll try another 3. That one is short.
2-3 zone at the other end, trying to mix things up, and
he gets a steal out of it. Gamble off to the races, body behind her, a little contact. They won't call it, but she gets the basket to go.
Thought for sure she was going to get the and one there.
I did as well.
Yeah.
Left side 3 for Koger. It's an air ball. Rebound, Loso, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
You got Freeth on that foul, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, they got Reichert? No. Gamble.
Well, the Warriors, at the very least, able to put together 2 baskets in this quarter. And again, it's been tough to come by so far in this ball game, but they break that trend now with 8.
There's 2 free throw makes.
Got them both.
That's 12 for Loso tonight.
She's having herself an evening.
Let's see if Covenant Christian can put together another offensive series here.
Freeth in trouble. Gamble's been productive this quarter, and she's fouled. That's going to be, I believe, on the floor. So 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Baseline right. Freeth to trigger. Correction. She'll swap out. And they'll have Hoffman inbounded. Hoffman looks to Crane. Left side. Had Reichert. She'll try a 3. That won't fall. Again, they've had better looks in this third quarter, but is unable to knock them down.
Yeah. Covenant Christian much better offensively, much more smooth offensively here in the third quarter.
Pass in the middle. Koger tried to go around. The defense could not. At the top. It's Sharp. That's wide. Freeth with 2. Don't think she sees it, and that'll end the third quarter. Covenant Christian a little bit more productive, but Guerin Catholic able to get the advantage into the final frame. They lead at 22-8, fourth quarter. Upcoming after this on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here. Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian. Fourth quarter about to get underway. I want to remind you this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use for audience. The use of pictures, video, or audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Jimmy Cook alongside John Lester. Advantage belongs to the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic. They lead it 24-8 into the start of this fourth quarter. It's not an impossible mountain in theory, John, but Covenant Christian still, it's been hard to put consistent offense together.
Yeah, that Guerin Catholic has just created a whole lot of problems for Covenant Christian tonight. Looked a lot better in that third quarter, though, offensively.
Outscored 7-4 in that third quarter. Left side, 3 is in the air. It's long. Rebound, Loso, no. Second chance. And we're going to get a foul on the floor on the Warriors. So it'll remain with Guerin Catholic. Foul went on Freeth.
And Covenant Christian's defense is what's tried to keep them in this ball game.
They've really extended it a little bit, trying to get more pressure. 3 won't fall, but another rebound. It'll hit the official. Timeout's going to be taken by, I believe it's timeout taken by the
30.
Golden Eagles. 30-second timeout will stay here. I want to remind you, stay up to date with our sports page by using IndianaSRN.org or by emailing Troy at radiotroy.com. Scores, stats, and so much more daily from the sports page. Also, tonight's game is brought to you by the IHSAA Foundation Catch up on what's going on with the IHSAA through the IHSAA Foundation. Subscribe to our newsletter, The Advocate. Email us at ihsaafoundation.org. Look inside the Golden Eagles huddle, and I guess a little bit of an apology to Guerin Catholic in that with the cameras we're utilizing, this being a remote broadcast tonight, panned out jersey numbers hard to decipher. Panned in, and if you're there in person watching this game, much different experience.
Yeah, the purple on black is a little bit hard to decipher.
But you look at it from here, though. I mean, it looks very, very sharp, but I'm sure on site as well. I've seen teams before where it looks like it's a black on black jersey with a yellow highlighter outline of said numbers and names, and that's just a whole nother deal. So give credit to Golden Eagles; those numbers a little bit easier to utilize. IHSAA making that a point of emphasis as things go on for all teams to phase out those type of jerseys. Not the type the Golden Eagles have, but the type I was describing.
Yeah.
Ball is tipped. It will stay with the Golden Eagles. Operate baseline right. Lob inside. And a foul. Head of the charity stripe for 2.
I think they got number 30, I believe.
If it is, that's Hoffman again. 2 shots upcoming for the Golden Eagles. First one is good.
I believe that's Loso at the line, I believe. No.
Loso can't get them both. Splits the pair, though. Number 13 on the night. Force inside. Freeth, the layup is good. Madeline Freeth gets into the scorebook for the first time. Down to a 14-point game.
Double team there, and it allowed the easy 2-point layup as you found Freeth there.
Zone is being very aggressive. They're committing and over-committing to a point. Whatever side the ball goes on, you get a ball reversal the other way, John. I mean, I understand you have to be desperate at this point, but you're setting yourself up for some queen looks if the passes are fast and crisp from the Golden Eagles.
Covenant Christian going with more double team on the defensive end here in the second half, and it's for the most part worked. It did give up that one layup on it, but other than that, it seems to be effective.
Right side, shot off the window and in. Lead back to 17, just like that.
You think Covenant Christian have to be a little bit more quick with the offense here with the spread like it is.
Trap and a steal.
That's not what you needed.
Beautiful pass ahead, and you can't have that on the back end. I guess it did end up saving a layup by Hoffman, but nearly a 3-point play as Loso will go back to the charity stripe.
I believe that's a 3rd foul on Hoffman.
Something to watch out for as the game goes on. Plenty of girls and boys basketball throughout the week upcoming on IndianaSRN and the IndianaSRN family of networks. Go to IndianaSRN.org for all times and listings. And follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. One more upcoming. Loso able to split the pair.
Great game for her tonight.
And now with 14.
And another turnover.
Give it right back, and that's any hope you want of a rally dwindling away. Largest lead of the game at 19 for the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic.
Guerin Catholic threw a little bit of a double team there for Covenant Christian. Forced him to throw the ball out of bounds.
Koger works it around the horn. Now they feed it inside. Shot off the mark. Second chance and one.
Staying with it. Getting your own rebound.
Loso doing work down low. 16 points for. And a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play at the line. 6 points for in the period. 17 for her on the evening.
And again, more aggressive defense by that Guerin Catholic.
I love the way they move, and here's a foul. Any fouls the rest of the way committed by the Warriors of Covenant Christian would lead to free throws for Guerin Catholic. So a couple fouls to give for the Golden Eagles getting that territory. Not that they want to. They got a 22-point lead in hand, the largest of the game. Bounce pass to Crane. Swallowed up, and a foul is going to be called. Interesting how that's changed, but in the first half, a lot of those tie-ups were instantly jump balls.
Yeah.
Instead, that's going to be a call against the Golden Eagles.
Then more pressure on the inbounder.
Pass right side. Hoffman. Now Freeth. And it's a fight for the loose ball. Warriors first to it, and that will be a held ball.
I think if Guerin Catholic would have let that go, that was going to be a backcourt violation, but you hate to fault the aggressiveness, though.
Arrow will favor the Warriors. That the bullet dodge there for Covenant Christian. Reichert gives to Crane. They let her operate now out behind the three-point arc. Gamble to Hoffman. Crane try to draw contact, and she will get a call out of it.
All right, yeah, earn them. Here, Guerin Catholic, make her earn them from the line. Crane's had a very good game, actually, for Covenant tonight.
Crane can't get it to go. Come on, John. She's having such a good game. Why you gotta?
Well, I know the good old broadcaster jinx right there. Yeah.
One more for Ella.
Right on cue again.
Yep. Crane family's not going to be too happy with you, John.
My apologies, all of you out there.
Percentages are dropping at the foul line. Golden Eagles nearly turn it away. Left side.
Nice play there defensively.
A foul committed by Guerin Catholic, and now we're shooting free throws.
Yeah, both teams in the bonus now, I believe, aren't they not?
Believe so.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything this time.
Kind of you.
Yeah.
Noble of you, even one might say. Hoffman will have one more. The front end of the 1-and-1, I should say, to try to get one more. That's short. Rebound won by Guerin Catholic.
I hate to bury you, but that's 0 for 6 from the line for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, they've left some points there.
Yeah.
There's been other issues, particularly the offense.
Nice
the defense
pass.
has fallen apart a little bit. Loso again.
What you got, 19?
I believe so.
Yeah. You know, Covenant, this is going to be one they're just going to want to put in the rearview mirror, just put it behind them, move on, and, you know, you're not going to have this poor of a shooting performance each game. It's just one of them games tonight, one of them shooting games.
Yeah. I mean, given the point totals we've discussed a number of times in the broadcast, you hope so, and that's more than likely going to be the case. But, yeah, plenty to at least review initially from this film and then flush and move on to the next one.
Yeah.
The Golden Eagles, though, if this holds, bump them to winners of 4 of their last 5 now. And really hitting a groove to enter the middle stretch of the season.
Hard to believe we're approaching the halfway point of the season already.
It's crazy. Flying by in girls basketball. Left side, 3 for Thompson. Won't go. Loose ball up for grabs, and it'll stay on this end.
And again, Guerin Catholic, you're pleased with your defense. Offensively, they've got a few turnover. They've left a few points out there themselves, but hard to find. The coach is going to have to be very, very pleased with this tonight.
Bueller. Work right side. Operating. Nice bounce
Nice
feed.
look.
Layup is true. Those cuts have really been there for Guerin Catholic in this second half.
Triple team. Wow.
12 points in the quarter so far for the Eagles. It's already their most in any quarter this game. And a timeout taken by
30.
Heritage Christian. A 30-second timeout. Look inside the Golden Eagles huddle here. Again, John, you look at the change in play after that first quarter in particular. You faltered a tad in the third quarter from a scoring perspective, but basically getting better and better as this game has gone on, have the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, they've solved Covenant Christian's defense. Covenant Christian tried to shake up the defense there. Guerin Catholic seems to have solved that, and much smoother offensive second half. And me and Covenant Christian, we were talking about, they had the offense going a little bit better there in the third quarter. But again, that stifling defense for Guerin Catholic again here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the offense just hasn't been there against this Guerin Catholic defense. And there were times where, particularly at half, lack of movement, the cutting wasn't there for Covenant Christian, stagnant offensively, not enough play off the ball. That's picked up a little bit more since the intermission. But again, not enough the way that they're shooting and the way the Golden Eagles are playing defensively to get back into this game.
Yeah, when you shoot a poor percentage and then couple it with the kind of defense that Guerin Catholic is throwing at you, that's usually not a good combination for you.
Reichert went to the backcourt, brings it across. 5 minutes gone in this final frame.
Another thing for Covenant Christian, I have a feeling this is probably the first time this year they've seen a defense that changes defenses so often like Guerin Catholic has.
A lot of exotic changes left and right. Another turnover. Golden Eagles forced in the middle. Skip pass right side. Hartley. Nice bounce feed. But you walked with it.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you're Guerin Catholic here on each possession, you're content to just run that clock, run your offense.
Be as patient as you want. I'm a little surprised. Another timeout going to be taken here.
Wonder if this just gets some subs in the game. Look like a 30, I believe. Is it full?
All right, we'll step away. 2:29 left to go in this fourth quarter. A 26-point advantage for the Golden Eagles. Back here at Covenant Christian, Jimmy Cook alongside John Lesser. 2:29 left to go in this one. The Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic visiting Covenant Christian and making themselves right at home on top by 26 and have really built this lead together in part since that first quarter, only scoring 6 points since then, frames of 11 and 7 respectively, and already 12 points on the docket in this fourth quarter.
12-point, and again, getting more comfortable offensively. They solved Covenant Christian's defense, and they've really settled in offensively, and ever since that first quarter for Guerin Catholic.
Riker to walk it up. And again, we always talk about it. I mean, even if this game is the other way, is Gamble another nice drive, and this time she gets it to go. Gamble now with 4. Even if this game is lost in terms of a win-loss for Covenant Christian, there's still plenty of opportunity, including drives like that, to improve and get better.
Yes, absolutely. And, you can look at the second half offense is something you can build on because they've had a lot better motion offensively in the second half.
I believe that's Loso again knocking that down, left side. It's either Loso or Thompson. It was tough to tell from our vantage point. Either way, the lead now at 26. Freeth trying to win that matchup off the dribble, could not. Here's Crane, and she's fouled en route, but because it's in bonus, we'll have some free throws.
And again, this is one of those games that's easier to put in your rearview mirror if you're Covenant Christian, because you go, it was just one of those games, just put it in the rearview mirror and move on. And
shot won't fall, front end no good. We approach 90 seconds left in this one. Been a nice Golden Eagles win from nearly start to finish. Right side. It won't be wire to wire. Crane at that first basket for the Warriors. Ball is loose. Bodies everywhere for this basketball. And it'll be a held ball. Arrow, I believe, will stay on this end for the Golden Eagles.
I'll tell you what, that play right there shows you the dedication there. Even though the margin, you still have to see the kids hustling the way they did there on that loose ball.
You never want to see lackadaisical effort. You want to make sure, particularly like you said, 50-50 balls, John, putting forth that effort. Pass inside, it's lost, and another held ball. This time it'll send it to Covenant Christian.
And again, another great example there. Covenant Christian still very, very aggressive defensively.
Got to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Riker will walk it up. 1 minute to go in regulation. Freeth around a screen. Works right side. Good ball movement. Unable to get a look out of it, though. Gamble trying to force the issue. Hesitation. Riker, nice crossover. Skips left side. Long three. Off the mark. Gamble will try one. She knocks it down.
First three of the night.
For Covenant Christian. And 7 points now for Mia Gamble, the junior.
You had to like that offensive series right there.
They were patient, and now a steal.
See if they can get one more bucket on the board here.
Final 10 seconds. Gamble gives to Reichert. They'll feed Gamble. Why not? Gamble hoists it up there and gets it to go. Mia Gamble, a positive spark for the Warriors. 9 points for her. All coming in the second half. But Guerin Catholic, the victorious party at Covenant Christian this evening by a final of 38-17.
Well, yeah, again, my final thoughts, that Guerin Catholic, phenomenal defensive effort for them tonight. And Covenant Christian, just one of those back to the drawing board. You had the offense going a lot better there in the second half, as I mentioned, so you can build on that going forward.
I want to remind you, for IndianaSRN, unlike most broadcasting companies, our funding comes primarily from donations and school subscriptions. Help us put more kids on TV by clicking on our donate button on our webpage. That's at IndianaSRN.org. As well, you can also email the coach. That's coach@IndianaSRN.org. Up next for these two programs, Covenant Christian will be in action in just a couple of days when they travel to Heritage Christian. That'll be a 7:30 start time as the Warriors fall to 500 on the season at 4-4. Meanwhile, for the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic, they'll be back at it as well 3 days from now as this road trip continues. It'll be the second of a 4-game road trip for the Golden Eagles. They'll be at Cathedral. Should be a fun contest there, a 7:30 start time as well. They'll enter that contest now 7-3 on the season. I'll give a special thanks to Matthew doing a great job behind the ones and twos. And for my partner tonight, John Lester, I am Jimmy Cook. Our final in this one, the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic 38, Covenant Christian Warriors 17. And until we talk to you next time, so long, everybody.